This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the WrestleCast presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you may find this fine item recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name's Matty J, that is TWK.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm TWK2 Game Reviews. I'm entertaining you, and Matty, you have not updated our Spotify in over a month.
That's weird. I've been uploading to Podomatic all this time. It usually does it automatically.
The last episode from Spotify is from December 11th.
That is weird. I will verify that after the show. But that is strange.
And hello, everyone in the chat.
Hello, everybody. It must be WrestleMania season. Hey, we're still on the YouTube and Podomatic, and that's what matters at the very least. Joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as always, our third man, our third wheel, our favorite boy, our favorite guy in the world, Shintigercurl.
Hey everybody, it's me, the big guy, right back.
Oh God, here we go.
You guys want to see me eat all this food because I'm the big guy.
It's official. We have a Ryback running gag now.
Yeah, I'm the big guy, and if you talk shit about me, I'm gonna screw ya. I'm gonna sue ya and screw ya. Big guy.
I'm just gonna choose to ignore it and talk to T-Dub now. Just gonna ignore Ryback like the bitch he is.
But Matty, meat on the table. That's what you are. You try it one way, but you won't get so far.
Yeah, I just had to shoo him away. Don't worry, I just waited to shoo at him. He's not really that tough.
Thank you.
Hey, keep moving. I see you over there, Ryback. Keep moving, or I'm gonna throw the other shoe at you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gonna hit him Conan style.
Yeah, go cry in the corner like you always do.
Anyway, so that's the show. So here's anyway. It's Royal Rumble season, everybody. Tonight we talk about the Royal Rumble in our third segment. Ooh, this year will be a little more complex than most years usually. Especially on the logistical side. Can they pull off the Women's Rumble? We'll talk about that as we usually do. And, of course, the news and all that good stuff. Winners and losers. And Hairball, you damn well better be in the chat, boy. I got words.
Oh, what did he do now? What did he do? What did he do? What did he do?
You know the one thing I haven't done in a while and said just send in questions? Hairball sent the whole ass fucking email.
Jesus!
Oh, don't worry, I will get to him. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how light we are on the news, but
No, it's a little beefy. It's a little beefy.
Little beefy. Tell you what, Hairball. Dude? Questions. You sent a whole ass email with storylines and everything. We haven't done that in 2 fucking months. Dumbass.
Longer than that, I think. I think we haven't done that since like September.
Okay, in fairness, I shouldn't call Hairball a dumbass, but we've said no more full emails.
We're trying to keep things abbreviated here. We're trying to get through, just trying to make the show fun, not too long.
There we go. But, he said, losers, get your ass back in the clown car right back. And Tony Khan in AEW because he wanted to bring up the fact that Tony Khan is a good human being, which I'm pretty sure it's in the news. Fairly certain that's in there.
Yeah.
So, that's been brought up. And, that's about it. So, you know what? I think, Hairball, we know. We fucking know. Anyway. That being said, let's talk about stuff now. A lot of people are expecting Jon Moxley's clip of the weekend. You were definitely correct to assume so, but I forgot about the Jon Moxley promo because I was more impressed by the Pac promo. Whoops. So you get to listen to Pac talking about beach blast or beach break or beach whatever. Bash on the beach.
It's beach break.
I know it's beach break. I'm fucking around. You know that. Usually. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Pac.
Here we go again. You are taking liberties, do you understand? Swanning around all in wrestling, acting like Billy Big Bollocks. Acting like you own the place, acting like you own this business. With that clown, Don Callis, and the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions. You're manipulating people, and you're cheating, and you're attacking people from behind like a pack of dirty mongrels. That's right. Everybody saw what you did to Penta last week. So Kenny Omega, next week at Beach Break, you bring your good brothers, because me and Ray Phoenix, we are going to exemplify the true meaning of brotherhood. You hurt us, we hurt you back. Next week, you face the consequences.
Panama. Sorry. Yeah, Panama, because I couldn't find the Rockaway Beach. But hey, there you go. By the way, update on the it is updating on Spotify. The if you go at the very bottom, episode 555, January 22nd, 2021, it's in there. Just as an update, it is updated. It is up to date.
There's got to be some way to get it to the top.
Probably a way to sort it, I would assume. But
Oh, there we go. It's near the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of weird how it does that.
yeah, you got to sort it. What I do is I sort it by either unplayed or by date. And then it arranges everything to the top. But it is up to date.
Good.
There you go. But it is still on Spotify, so there you go. I believe it's on Apple Podcast as well, but I would have to re-verify that. Actually, it's not. It can be because I need to log into Apple stuff and log on. We're not on iTunes. Kiss it. Anyway, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that big main event, that 6-man tag is coming up. But you know what? Tina, pick a spot. Let's start with the news. I know there's a lot of stuff we need to talk about.
First bit of news I have here is Amanda Huber shares details about Broylee's Found Days, which I could only read the transcript of. There's no way I could listen to the full podcast of it because just reading it just broke my heart.
I've tried, and it is indeed a challenging listen. The basic gist of it is, if you don't know your chronology, Brody Lee was on the AEW official podcast with Girl Hebner and Big Dick Tony Schiavone. There he was talking about that he couldn't do a full Peloton workout. He was doing his workout, couldn't finish it. He tried it again later. He said, "Okay, that's not good." Goes to the doctor. He says, "You're probably going for some allergies." So they diagnosed with allergies. Okay, here's some stuff to take care of some of that stuff. It only made it worse. They go to the emergency room, and then and then after a while, they said, well, shit, what do we do? They transfer him to the Mayo Clinic, and then from there, it just went downhill. That's just the basic gist of it.
Yeah, there did seem to be a few, like, bright moments throughout November every now and again, but once December hit, it all went downhill.
You're coming a little too quiet there, Tita, by the way. You're not too close to your mic.
That's weird. Like I was saying, like, there did seem to be some bright spots throughout November, but as soon as December hit, it just went all downhill.
Okay, T-Dub, you're going really, really quiet.
Yep.
You're getting way too quiet.
And I heard some hissing in the background.
Yeah.
So it might be Mike.
All right, so T-Dub's getting fixed that. But you notice it with the headphones, folks. That's what it is. But it went downhill, and then of course they tried to get everybody, and did for Christmas, and they did have a Christmas, but obviously as you obviously know that's about as good as they could get. They couldn't get it to the new year, and that's just sucks.
Yeah, and we found out that the ones who had to break the news to Brody Jr. was Cody and Big E.
Yeah, a few of WWE stars were there to say their final goodbyes to Brody as well, and that's the thing. Now, T-Dub, I believe if I read the same thing you read, I think the official diagnosis as far as what the cause of death was is in there.
I don't have that on me, but if you have it, please read it aloud.
I was so penalty. By the way, there is a hissing in the background, and you're coming in very, very quiet.
Trying to fix it.
Live shit happening, ladies and gentlemen. He was coming in, for those wondering, oh, this is unprofessional. No, he was coming in fine.
Hold on a tick. Let me find it for you.
There we go. From Wrestling Inc. is what I have here. Okay, it's not saying on the page I found, unfortunately.
Meaning, I know what it was. It's something akin to pulmonary edema.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. Yeah, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
Yeah, I told my mom that, and she's like, "Yeah, he had it rough because that's like a step below almost full blown pneumonia." So. It would have felt like his lung, he would just be trying to cough up a lung or something, like he had fluid in his lungs. That was basically how he
And
felt.
by the way, for those saying T-Dub sounds fine, I could hear it through my headphones. There is a hissing, and it's very, very quiet. It's unusually quiet. You notice this stuff when you do this for a while.
It sound low.
Hey, there we go. We got to go.
Better. Much better.
Don't know what that was, but hey, we got to fix that anyway.
Technology!
We're live, everybody.
We're live, pal.
We're live, pal.
We're live.
But
Yeah, as I was saying, it was good. I think the most surprising name that I guess wasn't too surprising that was around him during his final days was Tyler Breeze.
He was around for that time with Tyler Breeze, so it kind of makes sense.
I think Sean Spears was there.
Yep, Sean Spears. Obviously, Big E was there as well, which explains one of the reasons why, he's just been constantly showing his love for Brody Lee these past few weeks and constantly wearing Brody Lee merch as much as he can. Unfortunately, he can't wear the Brody Lee merch on WWE television, which is a little sad, but,
Let's see, Cody, Sean Spears, Peyton Royce, Tyler Breeze, and Big E were there when he died.
That could not have been easy for any of them.
No. And those are some close friends. That's what makes it difficult, actually. That's what makes it even more difficult. It's like you wanted him to, we didn't know until it was we did not know of this stuff until the past tense. And obviously they didn't want us to know. They didn't want us to worry about him. But, Jesus, I can only imagine because that roster knew. Like, they were told, okay, he's in the Mayo Clinic. It's not looking good. And the family said, do not tell anybody. We don't want anyone to know.
And nobody found out.
They kept it shut until the 26th of December of 2020.
And that never happens in wrestling. Never. And
Someone
props to
leaks
Aubrey.
it. Someone always leaks, but no one did it. That's how much respect John Huber had.
Yeah, and props to Amanda Huber and Aubrey Edwards, who were constantly going on Reddit and other forums to see if the information leaks like every day, but no one ever did. And just, this is something that never happens, because whenever any rumor, just a rumor starts going around, it finds its way out. Just the tiniest little thing eventually finds its way out. This was massive, and everybody knew, yet not a single person told anyone. And that is amazing. And that shows, like Matty said, the love and respect that locker room had for Brody Lee and his family.
Immensely so, because if this happened in WWE,
no, this shit would have been leaked.
It would have been leaked.
They probably would have kept it locked behind lock and key for about a month, and then someone would have said, "Oh, by the way, he's in the hospital." That shit would have leaked.
Someone would have said something in a WWE locker room, but you can just tell the vibe with the AEW locker room is that they're that close knit. All the talent are that close knit, and they had that much in love and respect for him, not to say jack shit about it.
Also, one thing I gotta say is I think that I read throughout that story, Chris Jericho flew -1 out in his private jet at one point.
That's awesome.
I believe it.
I can believe that.
Like, say what you will about Chris Jericho and some of the things he's said and done over the last couple of months, but you can't say the guy is nothing but a class act to his friends.
That is very true. And just the love, just reading the whole transcript, like you see all these nice things that pretty much everyone in AEW is doing for the Huber family.
And
like,
not to mention, by the way, Tony Khan is getting a fucking winner for the fact that he's handling the medical bills.
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah, Amanda Huber, the widow, she said, no, we got it. We got to handle it. We can pay for it. And Tony Khan said, no, I'm buying. It's on me.
Yep. He is not Vince McMahon. He cares about his people. He cares about his people.
Like, just constantly reading about all this stuff. Just, goddamn, I'm starting to get the waterworks a little bit again because, goddamn, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm not crying. I'm not crying, but it's like faith and humanity were fucking stored for me.
Yeah, it's good to know that there are some good people out there. You know,
yeah.
Some people who have a bit of wealth that aren't afraid to share it. That warms my heart.
A guy
Devin McGray in the chat. Tony Khan is a great boss, and I believe Hairball agrees with you. That's why he wanted us to talk about it. That's like, well, yes, it's kind of fucking obvious.
A guy with billions of dollars, and all he does is just give back to those that need it. Isn't that a novel idea?
Something that's also a novel idea, and something that's also a guarantee, is that apparently Miro says that he will be AEW World Champion or he will retire.
Oh wow!
Big words, Miro.
Big fucking words, especially with the shit you're saddled with right now, bud. Hey, you know what?
He seems happy with.
You know what? How long is this contract? 3 years? Something like that? Plenty of time. Especially in wrestling, plenty of time.
Plenty of time, and he seems happy with his current role.
I mean, to be fair, the last storyline he was saddled with in WWE was a cuckold angle.
Yeah, where Bobby Lashley just beat the shit out of him week in and week out and made out with his wife literally every week. So
you know what? I'll take Kip Sabian's best man gimmick over again. My shit kicked pushed him because I want to leave with the Fed. Fair enough.
Well, I'm just enjoying the fact that he turned Charles Taylor into his personal bitch.
I believe that goes until next week, doesn't it?
I believe so, and I can only imagine what shenanigans we will see next week.
Oh, it's a wrestling wedding.
It's a wrestling wedding. Crazy shit is going to happen.
Oh, now the question is, what will happen? And I do not dare want to predict on this one.
The only thing I know is that Orange Cassidy will be involved somehow.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think we have to. I don't think you have to worry about that shit.
Moving on to what Matty considers his least favorite storyline going on, at least in AEW. It's basically official. Shaq and Jade. I guess you can call them the Shade.
Shaquille O'Neal and Jade Cargill versus Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet.
That this could be their Tyson and Austin.
Or it could be LT versus Bam Bam.
And that wasn't a bad match.
No, it was. LT came to work.
LT came to work. But here's the thing. This whole goddamn storyline was awkward from the word go. Jade Cargill is shit on the fucking microphone, and now we got to stretch that shit all the way to Revolution?
March 7th.
Here's the thing. LT was in the prime of his life when he wrestled Bam Bam. Shaq, he's in his 50s.
Shaq, his knees are fucked. His back is practically fucked. I mean, okay. In fairness, it's a good idea to keep it to a intergender tag match between Red Velvet and Jade. Now the question is, can Jade bump?
I hope she can.
Work?
I hope she can work because, like you said, she and Red Velvet, they're going to be the ones that are going to have to carry most.
They're going to have to do the heavy lifting because Cody can only do so much if it's mixed tag rules, which I assume is what you want to do.
And we know Red Velvet can at least go. We don't know jack shit about what Jade can do in the ring. So
if I'm Tony Khan, I am booking a squash match just to alleviate some of those fears, or at least try to say, okay, let's give Jade something to do instead of putting all our eggs in a pay-per-view where it could bomb and I could name that worst storyline of the fucking year at the end of 2021. You will not change my mind if it does bomb, assholes. Yeah, not WWE cannot fuck up that bad.
Don't try them, Matty.
Look.
They could have Goldberg win both the WWE title and the Royal Rumble in the same night. You really want to jinx us on that?
If even worse, they could have Goldberg enter at number 1 and win the whole Royal Rumble. And the entire time...
You think he's going to last a whole ass fucking hour, dude?
No. Let me finish. His entire time, when they announce him, it's just him wandering around the arena doing his entrance because he can't find his way out to the mat.
Okay, if they do wind up doing that, fair enough. Yeah, for JC, I still don't know why Shaq dislikes Cody. That's why I hate the fucking thing. You know what this whole thing was? Was Jade Cargill challenging Cody after his loss against MJF. Or I believe it was MJF. No, it was this loss for the it was losing his TNT title a week later after he lost at Darby Allin.
Darby!
Yeah.
And the only reason that segment was any good was because Brandy came out and unleashed her ghetto side on Jade.
That was the saving grace. And now, obviously, Brandy can't do shit, and Jade Cargill is... Fucking Shaq thing. Anyone else? And Red Velvet would have been a better pick than Jade Cargill, and I wouldn't have been this salty about this thing because it's celebrity bollocks. I get it what they're doing. They're doing this for the media attention, for the mainstream stuff. I get it, but Jade Cargill is unproven. For a celebrity thing, wouldn't it be better to have like Thunder Rosa? She's a better promo.
Serena Deeb, better
Serena
promo.
Deeb. Swole, Big Swole is a better promo.
Oh, she's one of their better promos in the entire women's division.
Leah. Well, I'll take that bet. I haven't heard Leah speaks, but anybody would be a better promo.
Anyone in that, Britt Baker, stretch, but she's a heel, and you're obviously trying to push Shaq as a heel, unless the reaction was not the one you wanted.
Hey, you shut up. Stop talking about me. I could be a heel. I could be
Fuck
a face.
you, Shaquille O'Neal.
Look at my face.
Go back to basketball talk.
I'll talk in basketball. I'm a hoop, and then I'm gonna show Jake. I'm gonna break Cody's ankles. Then I'll play 21, beat him at his own game. Shockalicious.
Go back to playing your own shitty SNES game. Hey, by the way, hi, Name Extreme. Have they picked Jay because she's tall for a woman? Look, she's 5'10", she's got rock hard abs, and she's a cosplayer. So right off the bat, when I read, it's like, okay, some redeeming qualities. Fucking wrong I was, Jesus.
I mean, how can you be on the same roster as Chris Jericho, MJF, and freaking Eddie Kingston and not learn how to cut a good promo?
Seriously. Fucking seriously. You don't even have to do, like, that's one thing NXT tries to do, is trying to make you, come out of your goddamn shell to cut a fucking promo. Right? All that talent. And you just named 3. I mean, the majority of the roster who's can cut a promo competently. And you come out first night, I want Shaq. Okay, obviously didn't do it that way, but
you know your
awkwardness of that fucking promo. I'm sorry.
You know you're a bad promo when you make Jake Hager look good on the mic.
And Jake Hager improved. Well, or at the very least do what he could do.
Yeah. He knows his strengths, he knows his weaknesses. He cuts short, good promos. You get the idea across.
I move on to happier things. Guess who's back? Back again. Rio's back for the tournament against Serena Deeb.
Have we even announced the whole last bracket of that tourney, by the way?
No, they have not. They've only announced so far Riho versus Serena Deeb.
You've already failed. Just saying. Give us a goddamn bracket. Just a full one. Like, it's good enough. Okay, good. You're putting a focus on the tournament on Dynamite. Good start. Where's the rest of the fucking bracket?
Hopefully we'll find out next week.
Please. Because if you don't announce the entire bracket next week, you have fucked up a tournament.
Well, it depends on when the tournament is.
The match is next week.
Look, I'm trying to jinx it so they actually do a good tournament, because goddamn it, if there is a division in professional wrestling that deserves a good tournament, it is that division. They fucking need one.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I will say, one thing I wasn't expecting from AEW Dynamite this week was for Lance Archer to essentially squash Eddie Kingston for 10 minutes, and then out comes the Butcher, the Blade, the Bunny. They interfered, and they got Eddie Kingston to win at the very last millisecond.
A lot of people call bullshit on that, but no. Keep the feud going.
Well, to be fair, Eddie did get some offense in. He did work over Lance's legs for a bit. He did.
But for the most part, like, Lance Archer was murdering him time and time again, but every time it looked like he was going to go for the win, he got off the bench. Like, nope, not finished yet, but he let his cockiness get the better of him.
And the sheer toughness of Eddie Kingston for being able to wade through all that shit.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he went down because of shenanigans.
And shenanigans there were. They also beat up Jake the Snake Roberts.
Well, as much as you can, considering his impacted lungs.
Yeah, the way they did it, obviously they tracked him out, and Jake sold like he got beat up. That's the smart move here. Smoke and mirrors, folks. They work for a reason.
Whoa!
You're only smoke and mirrors.
Speaking of something that I actually have no way to transition to this, but John Moxley cut a promo where he said he likes his beer cold, he likes his coffee hot, he likes his water room temperature, and he likes to have sex in the morning because it's a great way to start the day.
Just a standard good John Moxley promo.
He also said things are getting crazy around here. A lot of drama in the Bullet Club. And by the way, there was a lot of Bullet Club name drops throughout the entire night.
Oh my God, yeah.
However, according to Papa Dave, he says it means nothing.
Now, this is literally them bringing it up because It's Gallows, Anderson, and the Young Bucks. They will do anything to get an internet pop.
What they do.
It's what they do. It's what they do.
And throughout this promo, John also announced that, I believe this is during Beach Break, we're going to see the Biz Cliz take on Pac, Mox, and Phoenix. And apparently there's some visa issues with Penta.
Which is why they wrote him out, obviously.
And apparently that wasn't even Penta that was getting attacked by the Bullet Club last week. That was just some guy in an outfit they had.
They literally put him in an outfit to make him look a reasonable facsimile. Which is, hey, fair enough. Smoke and mirrors once again. Whoa.
There's a lot of that, and if you use it right, people will never notice.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Me neither. They said they beat up a dude. They said it was Pentagon Jr. Job done, boys. Good going.
You could also have a nice slab of steak.
Yes, indeed.
And speaking of slabs of steak, we saw the Hungman defeat Hollywood hunk Ryan Nemeth, and if you can't tell by looking at him and his mannerisms and everything he was doing, that's clearly Dolph Ziggler's younger brother.
Yeah. I mean that you could include him by the last freaking name, but
You didn't know that Dolph Ziggler's real name was Nick Nemeth, just the hair, the mannerisms, the face, just everything. Like, he basically he looks almost exactly like Dolph.
yeah.
He even did the hip swivel.
He's really green, but there is
a little bit.
Yeah,
but it didn't bother me that much. All things considered.
Me either. I'm just being objective. I mean, he's green, but there is a lot of room to grow.
Well, this is his first match in like 2 years.
Yeah, he has a lot of room to grow. So
first match in 2 years. I mean, ring rust more than green rust, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I imagine ring rust more than that because this guy's been wrestling for a while. I think he's wrestling for a good 6-7 years.
Enigma Extreme. We all want Okada to show up to have Omega look like he's seen a ghost. Patience, my friend. We got a whole lot of shit in a goddamn pandemic to work through. Plus, if Okada's gonna show up to the States, he's got to wait 2 weeks in a hotel. You pay him that's a lot of money to do one bit. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't be Okada that would get Kenny shooting his pants. It would be Ibushi.
His pants or popping a boner, one or the other. Possibly both.
Probably both. Yeah.
And speaking of both, let's talk about the both tag team of Sting and Darby, who apparently are hoodlums.
Apparently. Oh,
Hoodlums.
I shrug.
And they apparently have a grudge against Windows.
Yeah, Team Taz has a grudge against merch tables.
They're not so much into the merchandising, I suppose.
Or if they are, they fucking hate the competition because they beat the crap out of the jobbers. I mean, the people selling the stuff.
And Powerhouse Hobbs gives me another reason to be terrified of him after he raped that poor bastard.
He did.
Never stood a chance. Oh, that guardrail had a family.
Yeah. Railing kill.
What about AEW Dynamite this week was there's a lot of different locations for promos. Like, there are very few that were just in the back of the building somewhere that you've seen a million times. There's a lot of unique locations used.
Reminds me of the golden era.
It's always nice, to see a little variation things because, while, it's fine to use the backstage area, sometimes it's good to get outside of the building and get some promos elsewhere. Freshens things up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, that brings up the question of what does Alex Marvez do when he's not interviewing people or just before he's interviewing people?
Looking them, clearly.
One of these days, someone's going to be walking through Daly's place and Alex Marvez is going to come out dressed as a peanut vendor with a fake mustache. Just rips it off like, yeah, John Moxley, what are you doing? What's going on? You want some peanuts? I bet you that's going to happen.
It almost seems like that's going to be a gimmick because, they found him creeping around Kenny Omega's place. Like, Marvis, what are you doing here?
He's going to be like the Chief from Inspector Gadget, just appearing in odd places.
With self-destructing messages?
Yes.
And a dude in the background going, I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
Oh, shout out to Pop Rena, who did an excellent retrospective of the show a few months ago.
Oh, absolutely.
And by the way, if it wasn't for Lupin, that show would not exist.
I believe
True. True.
And moving on over, babyface Sammy Guevara is coming.
Oh, yeah. They made it very obvious that they intend on having MJF versus Sammy Guevara as a fucking feud. Yes,
that match
please.
is going to be killer.
Oh, Jesus. Promos alone are already good, are making bank.
You could cut that tension with a fucking steak knife.
Jesus. Yeah.
They need to slow cook this feud like good Texas barbecue.
What about a good Oklahoma barbecue?
Boys. It's like pulled pork. No matter what, it's low and slow. Keep it simmering for a while. But eventually it'll be done, it'll be ready, and it'll be awesome.
It's going to be a one juicy, delicious match.
Jesus, yeah.
Just like the main event, Bullet Club versus Dark Order.
John Silver is adorable.
And also a goddamn babyface now. Holy.
Also, Evil Uno is a babyface now as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Stu Grayson.
And that Stu, don't call me Dick Grayson. That's what he always calls him.
No, yeah.
I like the fact that John Silver just went out there. Instead of facing off against Carl Anderson, he wanted the Big Mac. He didn't want the little kitty cheeseburger. He wanted the big man burger. He wanted Doc Gallows.
Johnny Hungry!
Johnny motherfucking hungry.
And yeah, this match was phenomenal and a great showcase for all the members of Dark Order.
Oh, don't forget one match, T-Dub.
What would you like to talk about?
My match of the week that I called last week, Dax Harwood versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Yeah, how are we gonna skip that match, dude? That was a statement win from Jungle Boy.
There was a lot this week.
Fair enough.
And it was, that was great. First off, still love Jungle Boy coming out to Baltimore. That's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. No, the rights are bought in perpetuity for now, so yeah, that is a thing.
I cannot wait till one day, 20,000 person arena, everyone's singing along to it.
That's gonna be a thing.
As pointed out, match of the week, absolutely phenomenal, great work, and it shows that Jungle Boy's coming along just fine with his skill set, and they have plans to make him a megastar one day because they put him over clean with a submission.
Yeah, that was a totally clean match, and I'm glad for it.
And not only that, it had great psychology because throughout the match, Jungle Boy was working over Dax's shoulder. He kept on attacking it over and over and over and over until he locked in his submission, and because he worked over that shoulder the whole match, Dax had no choice but to tap out.
And on the flip side, Dax tried to ground Jungle Boy, but he seemed to forget that Jungle Boy is actually a great ground wrestler, and just some of the sequences and counters in that match, thing of beauty.
If Jungle Boy isn't a champ, doesn't hold any belts by this time next year, it will not be his fault.
Yeah.
And of course, afterwards, FTR got their heat back by just murdering Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. And then
dude, they murdered everybody. Jesus.
And then they cut off his horns, which is total disrespect.
I actually tweeted Tony Khan immediately after this to ask him to have FTR arrested on animal cruelty charges.
I saw that.
Don't do that to a dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah, for a second I thought, oh God, they're going to rip out his mask. Nope. Click, click. Horn's gone.
That's just going to make him angrier.
There's going to be a murder. Or, animal on human crime.
All right, moving on order from Florida over to the Nashville area, we finally got news as to why Alex Shelley has been absent from Impact recently, and it's due to the fact that his main job is a physical therapist, and he had to attend to that for the time being.
I did not know that.
Yeah, his physical therapist.
He was booked to do his real-life job.
And he is very much dedicated to being a physical therapist, which is really phenomenal because that is a really important job to have, and I'm happy that he really cares about it. And it's also cool that Impact was cool with him, choosing that for the time being, because he right now is not under a contract with Impact Wrestling.
No,
he's only paid on a per appearance basis, apparently.
I mean, at this point, that's fair enough, right?
Yeah, make whatever money you can, especially in this climate.
Oh, of course, of course.
And of course, the No Surrender main event has been set. For his 50th birthday, Tommy Dreamer will be challenging Rich Swann for the world title.
That's a thing, folks.
For him going to be the Bushmaster, eh?
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Also, Johnny Swinger and his STDs were all over this show.
Jesus Christ. He could not stay out of the goddamn camera. Pretty sure the camera dude following him had herpes by the end of the damn night. We kid, it's a joke.
Yeah, the cameraman has the Klingon creep.
Once again, I remind you that we are fucking around.
So, Shin, how does someone get the Klingon creep?
Normally, it would involve getting into a one-on-one duel with Kales, but you have to remember that Kales is over 5,000 years old, and he's dead.
So, how did he get it?
This is Johnny Swinger we're talking about. If there's a VD out there, he will get it.
Yeah.
Well, something that was apparently as appealing as a VD to the attendance of it was the Fire and Flavor Festival, which was not a success.
No, I mean, it was a success in the sense of establishing Fire and Flavor's promo and everything else. That was job done. Everything else was fucking cringe. And not the good cringe, folks. Bad cringe.
I enjoyed
Cargill-esque cringe.
I wouldn't go that far at all. Not in the
For
slightest.
comparison's sake, though, like it wasn't that bad. But if you want the truth, as far as it was bad.
Guys, I just got off the phone with the king of black people, Morgan Freeman, and he confirms that Fire and Flavor are no longer to be considered black.
Oh, wow. That's harsh. That's harsh.
It's their own fault. They should have been better hosts. They should have got better catering.
Oh.
Are catering events and barbecue stuff, is that really that important in the black community?
Yes, you pull out the styrofoam containers, you best be full of something. Either some barbecue, maybe some rolls, damn sure some good potato salad, or some sweet potato pie. But no, bread, no seasonings, Fire and Flavor, no longer black. So decrees Morgan Freeman, king of black people.
Someone over there is fucked up on the catering, and it wasn't Fire and Flavor.
It was their event. They hosted it. They take the blame.
Well, they
That's
certainly
harsh.
got their just.
I thought I was being harsh, dude.
Well, they definitely got their just desserts afterwards because there was a random Stay Puft Marshmallow Man at ringside, and when unmasked, it was Nevaeh, who, alongside Havoc, beat the shit out of them and sent them packing.
Mm-hmm.
Someone should have quoted Ghostbusters while the Stay Puft was out there.
Missed opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you gonna call this, Steve Wilkos, ref? Sorry, Matt Stryker. I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
Well, in the main event, we saw the return on Impact of a now blondified Trey Miguel.
Looks good, wrestled good, Good to see him back.
I expect him to be treated well in the coming months, especially because when he was originally leaving, people thought he was going to NXT. So he, alongside the rest of the Rascals, got a really nice farewell where they actually retired their jerseys. So now it's weird to have him back. But hey, good to see that he's still wrestling. And let's see where he goes from here.
Absolutely.
And in my last bit of news, something that I was not expecting to read this week, joining the NXT UK team as a player coach is professional wrestling icon Meiko Satomura.
I think that caught everybody on guard, but off guard because she's more of a Japanese talent that was on loan. But hey, she's joining the NXT UK crew. She was a part of the Mae Young Classic a couple years back, so shocking, yes, but in hindsight, it kind of makes sense.
Just so long as Vince stays away from her and the rest of the NXT UK cast.
It's NXT UK. I'm pretty sure they're safe for now.
It's so far away, I can't reach them. Hunter, go there and get them for me.
Sure, boss, I'll get them for you. Wink.
But first, Dad, I want to introduce you to someone. His name is Walter.
SpaghettiOs.
You can have, Dad, here's the thing. You can have complete creative control over NXT UK if you can stay conscious after Walter chops you.
Oh, there he goes. Yep. And by the way, folks, that's not the loud. I could do a louder clip. Nah, still not as loud as one of his chops. They're that loud.
Yeah, Walter Chop is like a multiple shotgun shots all put together into one.
All right, folks, go look up Walter Chop compilation. Some of those are from indie feds, and sometimes the audio from the main camera is from the camera from a microphone mounted on the hard cam from far away to obviously get the good angle, right? You could hear that chop as if you were that close, as if you were hearing it from the close-up camera, as if you were ringside. That's how goddamn loud, how goddamn powerful those chops are.
I'm not sure how he learned to do a chop like that, but I'm glad he did.
He found a way, T-Dub. He has found a way.
Hell. Put it to you like this. He chops so hard, even Ishii flinches. And Ishii don't flinch.
That's how... This makes me sad that we're not getting that we're not going to get Walter versus Ishii now. Thanks.
Well, of course he can flinch, because you have to use your neck to flinch. And he has a neck.
Fair enough.
That's actually what happened. Ishii versus Walter. Look it up.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to look that up then. Should be great stuffs. And that's all the news I have, unless somebody else would like to add something to the conversation.
I got a few pieces.
Sure.
In response to a recent Twitter question, Jonathan Coachman says that he will never return to the WWE.
He has chosen
wisely. I'm so heartbroken.
And nothing of value was lost.
Except for his theme song. That's about it.
Let's see. Also, a very interesting interview happened that shows that even before he debuted, Sin Cara was a botch master. This is the interview, and I quote, "When Sin Cara, a.k.a. Carlisto, or however this is pronounced, arrived in WWE in 2011 and joined the dressing room, he did everything he could to get me to shake his hand. He told me he was excited to finally meet me in person. I didn't understand why his emotion was so great. Then I found out Sin Cara got confused and thought I was Edge." And the person who said this, none other than Brian Myers.
All right, to be fair, at the time he had long hair, and at the time he actually made himself look like Edge.
Well, but wasn't Edge 6'2" and Murphy not?
No, this is not Murphy. This is Brian Myers.
Oh.
One of the edge heads. Like, him and Matt Cardona literally were made to look
True.
exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Edge.
yeah. I retract my statement, but still. Jesus Christ.
When Sin Cara botches, he botches hard.
He bet your
That's the
ass he
point.
botches.
I still blame most of the problems during his run on WWE management.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard not to, but.
They put him in a mask he couldn't see out of. They dimmed the lights so that he couldn't see even if he could. And then they didn't give him time to transition to the American style. And when he finally was transitioning, they've already decided not to push him.
See? Trabajo. Also, is it okay for us to discuss the recent shenanigery with one Ryback?
Oh,
I mean, if you
I think
want.
some people were expecting that. Why not?
If you want.
Why not?
Yeah, because in a recent tweet, Ryback said he was going to seek legal action against Mark Henry for quote-unquote defamation of character.
Oh, God damn it.
That is right, Mark Henry. I am going to sue you in court.
And I kind of want to go on a rant here. Just because he has pissed me off so thoroughly. If you
Oh,
will allow me.
fuck. Before we do anything else, I got no choice here. You continue.
Yes, all right. So, a few days ago, Booker T actually commented on the situation, comparing it to when Ronda Rousey said that wrestling was fake. I commented that this is a completely different situation given who Ryback and Ronda Rousey are. Because you see, Ronda, despite how talented she was in the ring, was an outsider. She didn't have to grind. She wasn't a particularly loyal fan of professional wrestling. She was talented, but she didn't have to grind like everybody else. She wasn't on the road as much, and she didn't have to worry about when her next paycheck was coming, and she could afford to take some weeks off between her matches, unlike anyone else on the roster. So when she said that wrestling was fake, I got a little upset, but then I had to remember she's an outsider. Of course she has that kind of perspective on wrestling. Hence why we haven't seen her wrestle in, 2 years? Am I right?
2.5, almost, yeah.
Now, Ryback. He has grinded. He has been on the road. He has been wrestling for week in, week out at different locations, not being able to go home. He was on Tough Enough. He was on NXT. He went through 2 character changes before he got shit canned. So he should know the rigors of this business. And for him to have the gall to say wrestling is fake irks me beyond reason. Because that just shows he never had a good respect for professional wrestling, despite all it has done for his big fat ass. He has no respect for the people there. When he said wrestling was fake and he said, I'm talking about WWE, no. When you say wrestling is fake, you're not talking about a brand. You're talking about the whole goddamn business. And that's what Mark Henry was talking about when you said you owe all wrestlers an apology. And for him to do that and continue to make money off his gimmick, because I think no one realizes this. But when, I'm trying to word this right. When
Take your time. Take your time.
Trying to. He's just infuriating. Goddamn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I hit the curb button, because I have to laugh at this motherfucker.
So, when guys leave the WWE, they often change their names. Like, we don't call Zack Ryder anymore. We call him Matt Cardona. When we talk about Kurt Hawkins just now, we didn't call him Kurt Hawkins. We called him Brian Myers. When we talked about Miro, we didn't call him Rusev. We called him Miro, because they're separating themselves from the persona they were created by that company to say, hey, this is who I am now. I don't want to be associated with who I was when I was a slave over in the land of the giants. Ryback is Ryback. He didn't change his name. In fact, yes, he did change his name. His name used to be Ryan but now he legally changed his first name to Ryback. He called his Twitter
he's
handle.
Pulling an Ultimate Warrior.
Ryback calls him. On his Twitter, he calls himself the Big Guy, a name that he only had in the WWE. He is still making money on this identity while shitting on the business. And this is why Ryback pisses me off so much. He could have been something. He left the company the same time Cody left the company, and look where Cody is now, and look where Ryback is now, doing shitty podcasts, bitching and moaning like a little punk that he is, and eating food. Yeah, I checked out his YouTube channel. He just eats food in his car and reviews it like Dame drops, but nowhere near as charismatic. So Ryback, if you are hearing this, you bald-headed, big, lumpy son of a bitch, and I dare you to try to sue me, because I got a great lawyer, and she lives right in this house with me, and I'm pretty sure I can afford her fees, which is free. And keep in mind, my mother sued the United States government and won. So I'm asking you this. You either shit or get off the pot. One way or another, stop teasing you're going to AEW because they don't want you. They got better Rybacks called Lance Archer, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Brian Cage. They do your shit better than you do. So either stay your ass on your podcast and get fat and eat your food and stop teasing us, or shut the fuck up. And I'm done.
Give me a minute.
And applause.
Applause. Yeah. Also, Hairball. Good. Don't send us full emails. It's questions only. Done. Also, dear Ryback.
You need.
Hold on. God damn it. Let's readjust it. Let's try that again.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Hairball bullshit. I've been saying that for months now. Moving on. Anyway.
And that's all the news I have.
That being said, we got the Rumble to take care of, but before we do, let me do these and do these. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, with our preview of the Royal Rumble. R-I-M-B-L-E. I'm going to let Shin calm down a couple more seconds before we hit the buttons and all that stuff. We'll be right back. Don't go away, folks.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Next stop, Madison Square Garden. Stand clear of the closing doors.
WWE Royal Rumble returns to New York. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Let's get ready to rock.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
You know, if 2020 has taught me anything, hell, if it's taught all of us anything, it's that you can't sleep on tomorrow. If you got a dream, you got to wake up, you got to reach for it, you got to fight for it. Every day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So sometimes you find yourself in a place, you got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep walking forward. Always forward. But bear with me, okay? 10 years ago, after WrestleMania 27, I went to bed as the reigning world heavyweight champion. Top of the world. Within a week, I had to forfeit that championship. My championship. My career. The only career I've ever wanted. My dream. And I'll never forget when I told my mom that I was going to be a wrestler. She said, well, just go do it. The simple words, right? But those simple words, they were the jet fuel that lit the fire in my gut to make me fight for 9 years. To get my career back, my dream back. And then a backlash. Randy Orton tore my triceps and gave me another reminder in case I forgot or in case I needed it, that everything you hold dear, everything you hold close can be torn away from you just like that. But you can't live in that space. You gotta fight. And I know what my mom would say. She'd say, Adam, you gotta just go do it. So with that in mind, I am entering the Royal Rumble. I know it won't be like last year. Oh man, the stakes are higher. So I need to win the Royal Rumble. I need to main event WrestleMania and take back what I never lost. What is mine? If you got a dream, at some point you got to fight to make that dream a reality. And at the Royal Rumble, I am going to fight with every fiber of my being, with every breath left in my body, to make this maybe far-fetched dream come true. Now, if you've been with me on this ride from the Brood until now, you know I gotta try. Because a world without dreamers, a world without fighters is a much less magical place. It was Henry Ford said, if you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Well, I think I can.
Back. WrestleCast, RVT Entertainment Production, Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you can find this fine audio recording. We're on YouTube too for the VODs, in case you're wondering. You can subscribe at youtube.com/RVT Entertainment. Edge is back, and some people have it worried it'll be Edge versus Goldberg. I'm more leaning towards Edge versus McIntyre myself, but we are way early. We don't know what's going to happen. By the way, there's a poll on that Tita put up together. Thank you. Who do you think's going to win the Rumble? Right now, it's a tie between Keith Lee and Daniel Bryan, but Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, and Sheamus are all viable choices. Matty and T-Dub and Shintigercurl.
Can I write in one?
Unfortunately, no. These polls don't work that way.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. But they're throwing one. Why not?
My choice. Easy one. Honest one. Glacier. Goes in number 1, cryonic kicks every 29 other dudes, wins the Rumble.
Makes sense. By the way, big thank you to Mike Shell for 39 months at Tier 1. 39 months. Congrats to the RVT team for proving that they will outlast that WWE network. That's two things that we forgot to bring up, by the way. WWE network going to Peacock, or get bought up by NBC Universal.
Yep, and their first show will be Fastlane. That's going to be the first show where they're going to test things out on the live part of the streaming service, which, as far as I can tell, they've never done up until this point.
So basically, for those wondering, for the long and short of it, I mean, this has been explained multiple times. If you're in the States, because this is just U.S. only, if you don't have an account, if you don't have a WWE Network account, smart boy. Also, if you have like a Peacock account, guess what? If you pay $4.99, which is like the ad, which is like with ads, and then the $9.99 for the full version, you get Peacock and you get the network. Now, if you only have the network, guess what? You're migrated to the app, and guess what? You got the Peacock, and you got the WWE network. So basically, double the content from what it's sounding like.
And this is definitely something that's going to broaden the potential fan base of WWE. Although, looking at the product, I don't know.
Yeah, broaden the fan base, but also opens the potential for even lower viewership.
So this is a win-win-win. I mean, if you're a fan in the States and you got the WWE network, guess what? Network for that $9.99. Guess what? You just got that shit for free. You just got Peacock. You just doubled your stuff. If you got Peacock, hey, come on in. Water's fine. Don't mind the bullshit. There's plenty of it.
I'm about to have Peacock for free if my brother-in-law's brother keeps the network gimmick.
Hey, I mean, at this point, you might as well split it at like $5 a pop. That's $10 right there for all that stuff.
I'm not paying for WWE Network. Fuck that.
Fair enough, and you have chosen wisely. But that being said, that's a good thing. Also, JC brought up the fact that the Dark Side of the Ring. I know you want to bring that up there, T-Dub. Season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring.
So it's gonna be some interesting episodes, including, of course, Brian Pillman. I'm trying to remember what else is on that list. Goddamn.
Who better than Canyon?
What are you talking about, Chris Canyon? That's going to be a rough one.
Oh, fun until the end comes. Good Lord, that's not going to be fun.
Yep.
By the way, for those who don't know, Chris Canyon was the guy who recruited a bunch of the cruiserweights in 1999 and 2000. So if you're a fan of like 3 Count, the Young Dragons, and all the cruiserweights that came in during that time, you have Chris Canyon to thank for recruiting them.
Yep.
Including Tank Abbott?
God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's see. There's also going to be the covering Collision in Korea. I believe that is what it is. That was going in. Oh, the Smith family. Yeah. I believe talking about Jake the Snake Roberts' father, who was an absolute bastard of a person.
And not the kind of bastard you're thinking of when you think of Bastard Pac. I mean, just a general unlikable bastard.
All the negative traits that Jake Roberts had, he inherited from his father and how poorly he was treated by him.
Him and his sister.
Yeah, his sister got the worst end of it. Jesus Christ. I feel so bad for her.
Mm-hmm.
They still have not found the body, as far as I can tell.
Yep.
Which, oh, goddamn. Okay, move on to happier thoughts.
Yeah, well, let's do that. Dark Side of the Ring, it'll be coming up later this year, obviously. Let's get on to the feature at hand, the WWE Royal Rumble, or the Royal Rumble, if you want to be official. Okay, we'll be official. Royal Rumble 2021 from the WWE Thunderdome, located presently at the Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. 5 matches on the card. The 2 big matches, of course, and of course, the undercard featuring Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, the last man standing for the Universal Championship.
Roman will win, but Kevin Owens is once again going to have an amazing showing.
That's going to be a banger. Those two have been building that shit up for what sounds like months, but they've been building it up for a while. That's going to be a banger. Absolutely.
Indeed. Yep.
Yeah. Good. Sorry.
But yeah, I predict Roman is going to retain and keep his status as the head of the table.
For now, until The Rock says, well, hey, bitch, that your table's in my house. But that's for a couple years, of course.
Welcome to my house. We can burn it dirty. We're going to my house.
Drew McIntyre will win against Bill Goldberg. Will win against Bill Goldberg. Will win against Bill Goldberg. I will keep repeating it till it gets for you thick fucking skull, Junior. Do not put belt on Bill Goldberg. Keep belt on Drew McIntyre. Sorry. Drew McIntyre versus Bill Goldberg, WWE title. Keep belt on Drew.
Yeah, Goldberg needs the belt. He's already done the gimmick where it's like the cowboy has one last run, the last stand of the cowboy, and all that type of shtick. Where it's one last run. Well, he's already had 2 of those. How many last runs can one man have?
How many guys does he have to fuck up to really? He's a Hall of Famer. He's done. Jesus, goddamn dancing fuck.
And
if Goldberg wins, I'm running down to Tropicana Stadium and I'm kicking him square in the dick.
No, kick Vince in the dick because according to the rumor mill, as it were, Vince made this match because he doesn't trust in any other members of the roster to have a world title match with Drew McIntyre, despite the fact that they already have a Ray-made storyline with Keith Lee and Sheamus.
Who do you think I'm going after next when I'm done with Goldberg?
Shin, forget Goldberg. He's a musclehead doing this fuck up thing. Don't kick Vince McMahon Jr. in the dick. That will not hurt enough. Kick him right square in the balls.
No, I have worser plans for Vince McMahon. After I'm done kicking Goldberg in the balls, I'm then going to run back to Vince's office and kick his autographed poster of Gary Stridham in the balls.
God damn it!
You make it sound like that should be enough, but that's not going to be enough.
He will. Vince will cry like when the Undertaker burnt that teddy bear after that Inferno match. He will cry.
Anyway, Asuka and Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Tag Team Women's Championship.
So, from what I understand on Raw, Asuka and Charlotte Flair have shared maybe one segment together since they've won the tag titles.
Yeah, I know, right?
I swear that if they weren't carrying the belts around with them, you probably would not know.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that they're tag team champs. You wouldn't even know. Actually, you do know that Asuka is a women's champion. She quote unquote defended it against Harley Bliss, Alexa Bliss. Of course, I know.
But they've done a piss poor job of building this up. Even I can tell without watching the show. Like, god damn.
I don't care for this match. I don't care for it at all.
Like, shouldn't this match be like, throw away Nia Jax? She's fucking useless. Shouldn't this be more Lacey Evans and Shayna Baszler, considering the story that they're trying to do with Rick and Lacey?
Yeah, like so far, Charlotte's feuding with Lacey, Asuka's feuding with Alexa Bliss, and neither of them are in this match.
By the way, the poll has ended. The clear winner, Daniel Bryan, 60%. At least
wins again.
All right. So, I'm going to move on to the Rumble matches, folks. The women will begin.
Women's title match.
No, I only saw the 5.
There was also Sasha Banks versus Carmella.
No, I just refreshed it. Yeah, I just added Sasha Banks versus. God damn it! Stop trying to push Carmella. She sucked. How about that?
No, she doesn't. She's great.
She's good, and she's got a. It's a fucking repeat of the feud from last year. End it.
I assume this will be the end of it. And they're probably going to have a pretty good match to boot.
Anyway.
So far, this is the best Carmella's been in ages.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Freshen up that feud, Jesus Christ. Give Sasha someone else. Please.
You gotta give her bodies before Mania. You gotta have her beat some names before Mania rolls around.
There is no one left for her to beat.
Yeah, they don't even have a division right now.
I believe Naomi still exists, and also Tamina.
Oh, GW, you're so hilarious.
Come on, you're not on the Tamina hype train? Woo woo!
Hold on.
Yeah,
I got this.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Just so you know, me and Ross Woodell are going to go to Texas. We're going to order Whataburger, and we're not going to eat it.
Oh, God. Oh, you are committing a crime in Texas, T-Dub. You do realize that's punishable by death, right? And that's me saying that.
Shin, are you there? Did you hear what I said?
I said yes, and you will be punished. You will not make it out of Texas alive. And
Yeah, you were cut out there. I think we were both talking at the same time.
No, I didn't. I wasn't talking.
Ah, oh, fair enough. You let me do the talking.
But yeah, the Tamina hype train shared the same fate as the train in Back to the Future 3. It died in a flaming car wreck that no one saw.
One day, everyone will be on the Tamina hype train. Woo woo!
And we will all die.
Well, it's a good thing I refreshed that they have added a few names to those Rumble lists, at least for the announced one. So let's get to those Women's Royal Rumble. How they got to pad out that Rumble, especially during a pandemic? Jesus. Here's what they have announced so far. Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, yes please, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Tamina, and Natalya all have been announced for that match.
All those names, the only ones I could see winning are Charlotte, Belair,
yeah,
maybe Bayley, and maybe Bliss, maybe Baszler, and that's about it.
If we rounded up go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
If I had a choice, either Bianca or Shayna. Those are the only ones I want. Everyone else can have catering with Titus.
And it's under the ring. You can just slide. You can slip and slide under that ring for the food. Hey! It'll be better. It'll be better catering than that Fire and Flavor festival.
It's Titus O'Neil. He only has the best catering.
There you go.
And a biscuit.
I'm really hoping that. I'm just wondering, like you said, how are they going to pad this up? Because for the past several months, Vince has not wanted Raw and SmackDown mixed with NXT due to NXT's COVID problems.
To be fair, they all had the COVID problems, Vinny. Anyway, Charlotte is like the Omni Flair pick, but Flair, Belair. If I have to pick three, Flair, Belair, and maybe Alexa Bliss.
I'm hoping that Baszler, Belair, like Shin said, because Baszler should have won last time, and Belair because she's on star on the rise.
Yeah, Baszler's a good pick, but Flair, Belair, Bliss. But if you take out Flair, who do I pick? Yeah, Shayna Baszler would be the third. And JC, under normal circumstances, that's an easy fix, but good luck getting legends in that are actually willing to travel during a goddamn pandemic. Some are willing,
there's some.
But Trish can't. She's got to wait 2 weeks. Like everybody else.
They better hope they got some in-house legends then that they can use.
Good luck with that, though. That would mean Alundra Blaze, and that's a shrug. Why not? Why not? Men's Royal Rumble, 30 people, of course. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off again.
So it's okay. I'm just saying, better not be Kelly because she still can't run the goddamn ropes.
No. That is for sure. All right, Men's Rumble. Here's the list updated. Thankfully, I've refreshed. Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Randall Keith, burnt face fucking Orton. All right. Otis, The Miz, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Big E, John Morrison, Sheamus, Mustafa Ali, Edge, King Corbin, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio. All in. I could see...
The easy answer, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I mean, it's the obvious answer, so I'm picking 3 no matter what, but I'll let you guys talk it out.
I think it could be Daniel Bryan, Edge, or maybe Sheamus.
I don't know. I can see Edge winning just because, well, he never lost the world title, and because if he does, he'll join the 2 Rumble Club, which is a very exclusive club.
Yeah.
Not sure about Sheamus. That would make him in the double Rumble Club, but I don't think he's ready for that.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one because if it's not Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns is a hell of a matchup, but I would love to watch that at Mania. I don't know if they're going to go with that obvious pick. Everyone's wants Bryan to win. I don't think WWE. I don't think Vince wants to pull that trigger personally. I don't think I don't think Vince is Vince. I'll pick my 3. Daniel Bryan's an obvious one. Why not? We'll put him at the obvious pick position. I'm looking at this. Big E, there's been a lot of press on Big E, but as the Intercontinental Champion, I'm thinking wait another year, see how this goes. But Big E, if he doesn't win this year, he's winning next year. That would be my bold prediction.
Even though he's IC champion now, there's still 2 pay-per-views in between now and Mania, so he could easily drop it either at pay-per-view or at SmackDown.
Yeah, in this case, he doesn't need to win the Rumble to get into a big marquee WrestleMania match.
I would have him be the Iron Man for this particular Rumble.
I mean, he's a big dude. It would prove it. I think that would go a long way in making him prove and draw. So fair enough. So here's my 3. Daniel Bryan for the obvious pick. I would go. Yeah, you know what? I'll throw in Big E. It's the obvious one, and I'm going to throw in Edge because the idea of Edge versus Drew McIntyre intrigues the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre's been doing a Highlander gimmick, and who was in a Highlander movie? Edge.
So you can throw in that for a bit of some comedy points, but the young up and comer who just beat the crap out of Bill Goldberg, right, Jr., versus the grizzled old vet who has a new lease on his wrestling life, wanting one more run at the belt. At a championship at a world championship that he technically never lost. Okay, it's the WWE title, not the world title, but it's been absorbed. It's a whole lot complicated history, but he never lost his world title. He had to vacate it because of injury. He had to retire. So the story is there.
He never got submitted. There was no match. He just had to retire as champion.
And McIntyre is fast becoming a proven draw. I don't care what Junior says. You'll have 3 months to build this as a dream match of sorts. And Drew McIntyre versus Edge, fuck yes. I want to see that.
I'd say my picks would be, well, mostly because Daniel Bryan. This is the one thing Daniel Bryan has never done.
Yeah.
He's pretty much had almost every title in the company. He hasn't won a Royal Rumble, which is something a lot of people wanted him to do for years. So even if he doesn't win against Roman, if and when he does win the Rumble, I just want him to have that moment where he just wins the Rumble. But it's either between Edge and DB, because Edge can be in the double win club, because that is a very exclusive club, and I don't see them giving it to just anybody. So, like, I want to say Shinsuke, but he's not important enough or high enough on the
You need a whole year, you need another year of rehab before you consider Shinsuke at top where he was when he first won that Rumble.
Yeah, he was already hot when he won that Rumble, but right now he's not. And like I said, the multiple Rumble club is a very, very exclusive club. Like, there's not that, like, who else has won more than one Rumble?
Steve Austin, John
Cena, Triple H. Oh, no, Triple H won two. Yeah.
And Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Who else has won more than one Rumble?
I believe John Cena's on that list.
Oh, Batista. Batista won two.
Dave, Hogan, Batista, yeah. Good old Blue Batista.
So it's a very select club that gets that honor of winning more than one Rumble. So for that reason, I don't think Sheamus or Shinsuke or any other past winner outside of Edge would be getting that distinct honor this year. But if I had to pick Iron Man for this match, it would either be Keith Lee or Big E.
Keith Lee could. You know what? If they wanted to give someone like a surprise win, I would not be shocked to see Keith Lee going as far as the final four.
The one thing I have to ask is, what if they don't with Keith Lee lately that'll make you believe that he should be in the main event? Because from what I've been hearing on every report, I can't remember him even being on Raw the past few weeks.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Better yet, just give him a decent run in the Rumble, because he didn't really do well last year. He wasn't in the Rumble.
Last year, actually put him over pretty well.
Dude, he was put over. You forget that he was. He was toe to toe with Brock Lesnar for a few minutes.
No, I mean, in terms of just match length, he wasn't in. That moment was great, but he wasn't in the Rumble long enough for my taste. Like,
fair enough.
Long? So just give him a good one, like 10, 15 minutes. Bigger question: who's the Kane of this year's match?
But no, I'm not gonna make that prediction, dude.
And by Kane, I mean who's going to be the one who eliminates the most this year.
Again, I'm not making that prediction.
That could easily be Big E or Keith Lee right there.
Actually, that could be Big E. Now I think about
Bobby Lashley. Could be Bobby Lashley, or if they really want to throw a curveball and get people talking, Otis.
Part of me wants to say King Corbin might take that spot.
That would go a long way for him.
Yeah, he's strong enough to just start hauling dudes out of the ring, and he is just enough of a heel to do it via underhanded means. So I could see him being the Kane this year.
All right.
Bigger question: who's the Santino this year?
I'm not making that prediction.
It's either going to be Otis or The Miz.
The Miz doesn't deserve that.
The Miz does deserve that.
No, think of his kids. The man has a family now, for God's sake.
He's got a steady gig on the USA Network. He'll be fine.
Wait. I just thought of something.
All right, what's coming through your brain?
Wait, first off, is Kofi in the match?
No, he's still in the injury reserve list.
Okay, what about the Sex?
Morrison, yeah, he's in there.
Oh, then the Sex is going to take his title back as the stunt master of the Royal Rumble.
Time for some hardcore.
Remember, before Kofi was doing it, the Sex was doing it.
He was hopping around them barricades, avoiding elimination.
Hardcore parkour, as Tita mentioned.
Shame that Kofi is in that match. I'd love to see that kind of like a
duel. They got a couple of years.
a duel to see who can survive the best out of the two of them.
Whose hardcore is more? Whose parkour is more hardcore? Is it the fake Jamaican or the sex?
Or the 1999 Denver Broncos?
Yeah, have them have the sex and Kofi fight on the shoulders of Big E and Bobby Lashley on the outside.
Okay, I guess.
This must happen. I need this to happen.
Well, best of luck willing it into existence.
Yeah.
I will.
That's it, boys. We got to do winners and losers before we do anything else. So, Shin, let's do it. It's losers.
D-cell battery time, boys.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Here we go, baby.
This is no surprise. If you were here, were here a couple of minutes earlier, you heard my rant on him. Cry back for being such a crying, whiny little bitch. But I've already ranted about him. I'm not going to rant anymore. Losers. Oldberg for his comments about how wrestling is too soft these days and how much of a tough guy he is. Like, motherfucker, you can't even go 2 minutes without needing an oxygen tank. Who the fuck are you talking about toughness? What else? What is other losers? Can't really. Oh, Jade Cargill, or whatever the fuck her name is. Matter of fact, this whole Shaq feud, I am not digging this whole thing. We gotta ride this out until Revolution. God damn, I'm gonna need a lot of liquor, like a lot of it.
Just wait until they have Shaq in the building with a live microphone.
Oh my god, that's gonna be. I love AEW, but it's gonna be fucking cringe. That live crowd's going, oh shit on Shaq. Oh,
Better yet, they want this thing to go over. Have Ari Spears do an impersonation of Shaq. That'll get it.
Oh my god! Yes. Oh, if it wasn't a pandemic, I'd be like, book Ari Spears. Have fucking fun with it. Oh.
Better yet, scrap the whole match. Just have Ari Spears as Shaq versus Jay Farrell as Shaq. The match comedy waiting for.
Oh God. Jade Cargill in the background. What the fuck am I looking at?
You're magic.
We have booked this view better than anyone else, including Tony Khan this year. We apologize to no one.
Okay, and I'm done. I'm laughing at that.
Yeah. T-Hub.
I'm going to listen to WWE for just essentially eviscerating whatever was left of the WWE Women's Tag Division.
Yeah.
I think almost beyond redemption at this point. It's getting close to being beyond redemption.
Again.
It makes me so sad because there's so much potential, but you have to put in the work. You can't just expect it to work overnight. You have to put in the effort. You have to create actual teams that team together, and you have to build the match in more than one promo. And the promo actually has to be good. That's it.
Well, for me, losers, Ryback, for what has been mentioned before. I am not topping that, the new topping that. No, sir, not at all. Also, Shaq. Fuck you. Just straight up. Why'd you say yes? Is TNT forcing this shit? Is that what it is? If someone says, "Oh, by the way, TNT is making this so that AEW can afford the X, Y, and Z," I'd be like, "No, I could see that, but no, just no. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm not gonna give a loser to Jade Cargill simply because she simply wasn't on TV this week. So that they did a better decision. Let's do winners, boys.
Matty, I think you need to pull up something because a hairball was bothering me about it. I might as well do it. Got to dust off of the old Pete Dunne Award for manly men.
I had that removed long ago, but I think that was removed from OBS. I can't set it up now, but I still have the graphic in the folders. Maybe for next time.
I should have told you earlier, but
we did. If we'd known, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
This award goes, of course, to the Chris Kattan of professional wrestling, Mr. Tony Khan, for doing what he did for Amanda Huber and her family, and just being an awesome, awesome boss to prove that not all billionaires are money-hungry misers who don't give a shit about the common people. Thank you, Tony Khan. Winners this week. Let's see. The return of Trey Miguel. I like the blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shut on Dynamite, like namely Dax versus Jungle Boy. Great match. The main event, Dark Order, definitely faces this time. That opening match between the Mad King and the Murder Hawk. Great stuff. And the Young Bucks for teasing us with a potential title for title match against the Good Bros if they win that tag team battle royal next week. Oh yeah, it is going to be awesome.
It's going to be a very interesting week. That is for sure.
Also, winners to the party for continuing to entertain us with week upon week of Uno shenanigans. And kudos to Ronald for winning last week. I know. According to Chugs, he's become insufferable since he won, but good on him. And those are my winners.
Cool. T-Dub.
I'm going to give my winners to AEW first, having another good week of pro wrestling, and hopefully we're going to have a good weekend as well. I'm going to give a winner also to Game Changer Wrestling because tomorrow on Saturday, all throughout the day, they're going to be having free pro wrestling on YouTube, streamed live.
Nice.
The thumb is up.
I'm unfortunately going to be unable to watch most of that, so hopefully they will archive it, because guess what they're having, Matt? I guess one of the marquee matches of the day is going to be...
What?
Tonio Cibernetico!
Ooh,
Presented by Camp Leapfrog, which is essentially the successor to Chikara. And on one team, it's going to be headed by Boomer Hatfield.
Oh,
and on the other team, Boomer Hatfield's father, a very good professional wrestler. And yes, that's his name that he's using. A very good professional wrestler.
You may not have noticed this, but my thumb is way the fuck up.
Yeah, it should be a good day of pro wrestling. So if Royal Rumble is a bust, you can always go back and try to find that. Game Changer Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Game Changer Wrestling.
And yes, Chikara is his successor, Camp Leapfrog.
Yeah, and the commissioner asked a question. Yeah, there is indeed that, yeah.
So if you're in for some nice high-flying wrestling, there is still hope to be found in America. Camp Leapfrog, once again, it's going to be the whole day is going to be presented by Game Changer Wrestling. There's also going to be, starting at 10 a.m., Effie's Big Gay Brash. I believe there's also going to be Black Label Pro Show. There's going to be a whole bunch of different promotions going to be having shows there. It's going to be a good time. So if you enjoy pro wrestling, there's going to be something for you from GCW.
Always a good thing. All right, for my winners, WWE for the whole WWE Network on Peacock and nothing else. But if I were in the States, I'd be like, all right, cool deal, more content to watch. Sure.
Seems still a better deal than what you guys are getting in Canada.
Yeah, we're getting raw dogged. We have to be. Yeah, for those in Canada, for those who are wondering, if you're in Canada, you need to have a cable provider to get the network. Yeah.
It's specifically Rogers cable, if I'm correct.
Yeah, well, it started with Rogers Cable, but it's available on multiple platforms and with more people. So the good news is and most major cable providers, Bell, Videotron, and Rogers do carry it. So any major one, of course, is just the local stuff here. But yeah,
you do need to have a cable provider, unfortunately, which kind of sucks.
Unfortunately, that's the bad news.
You should be able to just download the app to your device where WWE apps are found and just use that. That's how it should be.
You think it is? Yeah, that's the way it should be. But in order to bring it up to Canada, there was a whole lot of legalities and stuff and things. And apparently Rogers says, cable first, assholes. And they paid money, and well, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't make the fucking rules. That's all I'm going to say.
You do. You make all the rules. You're the rule maker.
No, I'm not. Trust me, I am not. I would not be trusted to be an elected official in the first place. I mean, you know how I run this shit. Tony Khan, can I finish my winners for God's sakes?
No, I want to interrupt you for the next 10 minutes.
Still not as loud as a Walter chop. Okay. Tony Khan's a winner for obviously the way he handled Brody Lee's final months. Jesus, what a wonderful fucking human being. And match of the week, Jungle Boy versus Dax Harwood. What a match, boys. What a match. That's all I'm going to say there. Match of the week for sure. That being said, we got to plug some stuff. Shin, go ahead.
Time for some more shameless plugins. Of course, you can catch me on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/MaxAcorn, where I do all of the lore videos for Warmer Hordes and for basically Warmer Hordes. Also, I will hope to be premiering my new series soon, AGFF, Actually Good Fan Fiction, where I actually review some actually good fan fiction. There is good fan fiction out there. You just have to look for it, and thankfully, I read a lot of it. So as soon as I find someone to do an intro for me on Fiverr, I'll definitely put that up. Also, if you want to help support my channel, patreon.com/Shintigercurl, as well as paypal.com/Shintigercurl. The link to my book is on the screen. 14 reviews, 4.5 stars, aggregate review. You are getting a good money's worth with my book. So remember, it's New World by Greg Haynes on Amazon.com. You know what to do. Help me out.
D-Dub.
Yep, got my review of Clerks debuting Sunday morning over on my YouTube channel. Link now in the Twitch chats. Click on that link, subscribe, so that way the moment it goes live, you will not miss it for a millisecond. But if you want to see it before then, if you want to see any of my future videos before anyone else, patreon.com/TWK Reviews.
And of course, he's already said it. Of course, I got my stuff. Of course, my PayPal tip jar, paypal.me/MattyJ316. We got a Discord. If you're on Twitch, the description, check the description. All that stuff is there. We have merch, all that good stuff. Emails for questions only. I will repeat that one more time, for questions only. TheWrestlecast@gmail.com. We didn't have time to do it this week, obviously. But anytime we have a lull with the Q&A, we will definitely, if you have some questions you want sent ahead, send them away, of course. You can follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWKOfficial, and of course at Shintigercurl. I am on TikTok at MattyJWC. And as far as the NGTTWF, I have suffered my first loss. It was a tag team affair, and the opposition did better promos. No shame in there, but I'm 2-1, still on a winning record. I'm cool with that. Of course, follow me on that situation. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in and all of that good stuff. On behalf of everybody here, including Shintigercurl.
Everybody look at me eating food because I'm the big guy, right?
God damn it. I talk too much. Shin, he's back. He's trying to feed himself again.
Shoo, Ryback. That's a bad Ryback. Bad.
Yeah. And of course, TWK.
TWK Reviews, telling you to work your gimmick. And be sure to hit that follow button right down below, right there, so that way you don't miss any of our future live broadcasts.
No, sir, you can subscribe as well. My name's Matty J, reminding you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. We shall talk to you next week. Enjoy the weekend. It should be good. It's the Rumble. Even on a shit finish, it's a fun match. At least live, anyway. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Cody Rhodes, you little punk. You want a battle? You just name the time and the date. I'll be there.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.